Ebusiafo me a small exercise na me pese me ma oti ase se MPP for omo politics a womo erane no, it is always to insult the intelligence of Ghanaians, and I'm going to prove by this. Annoh Dompreh yenim position a wo holdi ewo MPP emu enra eno de nsem bi babeto dwa ewo social media aseme no kan eni or say our cocoa farmers have been deceived and misled by this government. A new bill to clearly make their situations worse and pathetic. Elections have consequences. Truly. But they are told just like that. Trasa. Asemo person can say. Obienim say and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Aban a passing new bill. A ye cocoa bill. Or say a new bill na Mahama Aban a passing no. Ebema ekuafo bre. Nyanse bi enim. Na abato ayekoko to ye no. Ekuafo oba bebre. No problem. He didn't say anything. Say bill na this part na ebe make ekuafo abre we na be because he knows say Ghana for 90% of Ghanaians will not read the document and see say Mahama Aban na die nkra na afi obeyama koko ekuafo onim. To share that the tuja so that omo make carry no ebe carry. So you know what we are going to do? We are going to educate ourselves. Don't listen from me. Don't hear from me, right? Yembisa AI because AI is neutral. AI nye MPP ni, AI nye NDC ni. Me NDC ni, Annoh Dompreh MPP ni. Me si obwa. Ono nso trese yampa. Se bill no nyanse nim. Yembisa AI say AI ema yente bill na se. Na AI na ema ye assessment. Say based on the old nhihye ewo homa cocoa farmers no. The new bill na eba no. Ebe bo omo anem bo omo. A very simple tax. And so we are going to go into the assessments and we are going to read what AI is saying. And then our first time we have subscribing, now click the notification bell on the so. Oya is our latest news be aba on sa ebeka. And run amete say Ghana Water Company for say Ghana for yentia water bill. And hunti and ne anananse omuntumi and providing issue and Ghana for send ye penono. It's sad. Mr. So pay clean water. Biogas expert engineering. Momo supply ensure ehun hia pass obenya clean water. Enti frewo mo. Na media senior Ghana Water Company for air ken ye plan so be two borehole. Biogas expert engineering. Ghana has your momo to me two borehole papa emani pano eyomoa 054 620 5377 054 620 5377 ofra. Now on what you say melodies na direct you be fine. Now yemran sem ni munti yebisa AI simple question. Makatre AI say outline the parts of the new bill to know whether it is good for farmers or not. Very simple question. Because Annoh Dompreh say bill new one no eyebone. Ti bebisa AI say okay outline the bill no the parts ni hu ne say eye papa na say eyebone. The first one any AI say the Ghana Cocoa Board Bill 2026 passed by Parliament in late July 2026. Last week, yeah. As of early August, awaiting presidential assent, modernizes the legal framework for Ghana's cocoa sector. It consolidates older laws, places Cocoa Board under the Ministry of Finance, strengthens governance, oversight, and introduces several farmer-focused measures. It's AI etre bill na krano enyama papa wo old bill ni mu no baba bema bi new bill no baba bema emu ayedin. This time around krano ye behwe ni ye ni aye cocoa sector ni ye. But AI went further to let us understand. Now the first one, see producer price guarantee, strongest pro farmer elements. See legally guarantees farmers not less than 70% of the free on-board export price. As Yen is saying, the new bill, no, it introduces an automatic adjustment mechanism linked to world market prices, exchange rates, and other valuables, replacing previous, more rigid approaches. Now, what it meant, and say, Titino, the old system, the same yanetino, say cocoa price, equals and a dollar rate, equals krana, cocoa farmer, no, ni sika enkosro. But this time around, new bill na ya no. Cocoa price ne kosro. That is why I'm telling you, say, a day will come. Cocoa bottle baako. And here the bema cocoa farmer 10,000 Ghana cedis. Why? Because cocoa price no. Ekusa air kosro. Yesterday, just yesterday, let me show you. Just yesterday, I was checking the price of cocoa, and it drew $6,000. So the more cocoa price air kosro no, what it simply means is that cocoa farmer no, onunso ne boto sika ebe kosro. AI air say, or say clearly positive for income. AI asemo can say we dia ya depa. Hey, say world market price air kosro na dollar rate air kosro cocoa kieni nso ne sika be kosro dia ya depa. AI asemo can know. Or say it aims to give farmers a larger, more predictable share of global value. And aside say cocoa price the cost and sika be cost no, ye man share. First no, oye cocoa kieni na odo botono na abanji no kokoton a. Under President Akufo-Addo, ne sika ye de ma no yemfa ne say emu eye aban ekoji sika ne fi abrofo ne ho na ochemu beye 10. Wo cocoa kieni no, obeji be 3 and 5 bi. But this time around Mahama aban say ukoko no ye ton wie na sika nim ye chemu 10 wo kieni no beje 7. Inti se sebe obi ekra 10 cedis normal 3 cedis out of the 10 cedis, and I will be kra 10 cedis na wa shembra new embra say ene menya sa 10 cedis na mema o emu 7 cedis no mesra wa wutie mi a wo ye koko kieni no de na ope. That's a simple thing no. Inti se na no Dompreh try and say new one no enu mom ye bone a. You know why he wasn't able to go into the details, but AI is going into the details for us. In the AI, Emma assessment or say clearly no way a depa. That's the first one. Now, second one, or say social protection schemes, or say contributory cocoa farmers pension scheme for retirement benefits, educational trust scheme, including prioritized scholarships for farmers' children, especially in agriculture-related courses to support family farm succession. Assessment. As a positive long-term welfare measure, pensions provide old age security in a sector with limited formal safety nets. Education support can improve human capital. New bill na ye passi. Yesi cocoa kieni bia na ende ye be sha ase ye pension scheme amamo. Obi anim say uye cocoa kieni na odosa. There is no pension. Obi a teacher ni no or try there at least at the end of the day or call retirement every month bia wo beje ne pension. Na cocoa kieni no enye sa. Nti uye cocoa kieni na wodi over 60 years and above asisi an ye be ma pension. Pension ne say one dot bium krana every month bia as far as over 60 years so tiasi every month bia aban betua oka. NPP Annoh Dompreh tre say e ya de bone AI air train say masa we de nyansa wompa o say nyansa wompa e papa. Third one, stabilization and support funds. O say cocoa stabilization and diversification fund to cushion price shocks and support sustainability. You know, when cocoa prices, world market prices, na Asia say air top form no. As someone may say, why is it that the prices no cost ra? Yem pesi keni bien fan support inti emra prices no ebe ko form no. Near their support cocoa farmer so that onu onhu se ni sika ba form. And apparently in the new bill no aban the side na shame. Inti aban ebe pesika a friend stabilization and support fund. E dia to ho. Say cocoa price no cost ro wo cocoa farmer no usika be cost ro. Now so just as we know a commodity, just as we know of gold and all those other commodities, prices of oil and all those things no. Emra price never cost rubia no. Ebe sanso aba form. Inti emra bia price never ba form e wo se wo cocoa kieni unsu sika ba form no. Na se sika na aban e dia to ho no, o dia ba be kan ho. Na te se sika no still be bia da na atena. Mesremo sa adie we ya aban o hyehye a or the ayembra ewo parliament no eya de boni anase eya de pa. Anno Dompreh try and say eya boni because Anno Dompreh nim say wa wutie me unko readi into oba be kan social media say eya boni a eno ane say obesum into what assessment AI assessment no ka or say beneficial if well managed. Stabilization funds reduce income volatility. Onipa das enikra. That is why in my book, The Ghanaian Investor, the first thing I talk about in the book is that get an emergency fund. Because once you have an emergency fund, emergency biba, it doesn't become a burden on you. It's as simple as that. The fourth one, also farm protection and land use rules, most controversial. Also, designate cocoa farms as protected lands, makes unauthorized conversion or repurposing of cocoa farms. Example, cutting trees to plant cashew, rubber, or other crops, or for mining, a criminal offense. Now, adia ba kwa wadi edi ashe mbrani mua, yesi weidye, Annoh, and they say, ye cocoa no to the point where, so cocoa who say, asasi bi wo ho cocoa e was asase ne so a uni hu kwan se obetwa cocoa no ana uni hu kwan se asase no de be bibi foforo ye ko hu se cocoa asase galamsey fo wo so cocoa asase wu twa cocoa na egu akwa akodo bibi foforo enye se obi obeka se miama asase mia na me do me cocoa nti no munyai me da bi abanse emfa ho se wudua cocoa ni wi a cocoa na e wo se ka wasase ne so ukotwa gu now the kodo bibi fufura ye bechi watum aban inhihye new bill na wodi abana no and for me I support it. And you say penalties can reach up to 20 years in prison. Are you serious? And you see the reason is that aban who say a lot of people are selling their cocoa farms to galamseyers. Ti ekoko hu ne se wo cocoa fuo emfa hu se ye wawa sase o de kodo bibi fufuro ana okoko wo jai cocoa ne de akwa ma galamsey fu a ye chiwa 20 years. Inti e hono AI say e hono de mixed. I say e mixed hu ne say sa reason de mixed, and I understand why AI is saying that. Because I say for many farmers, it wants the AI no person just obi ane ne die o person odwen na de obi mbese obedua cocoa de ntia na o person ye we. But you need to understand what government, because you see for the country cocoa is our #1 cash crop. Your foreign exchange earner kesiye ba kon eye cocoa aside gold. Inti say ye hwe na obi say baby a ye didi o man ni na ye didi a not as a buying and so serious. And that is why Saadi way a buying no edeba. Obibeka say hash, but for me I support it. Another one, local processing mandates and sector sustainability. And more invested in the Ghana Stock Exchange. We who say cocoa processing company almost stocks and rise here. And then or say requires at least 50% of cocoa beans to be processed locally. First no Ghana ha ye cocoa ni wia ni ya cocoa no e die free ha e die akwa abrochire na abrofo no die akwa akoye chocolate omu wi omu aba beton aboden aman ye say this time around ye cocoa na ya ye be produce ya ye be processing wo Ghana ha ya ye be chocolate ni bi wo Ghana ha. Do you know what it's going to do? It's going to employ people. It's going to furnish our companies. It's going to create investments. Abrofo na sebe omo twema cocoa ne de bomb krom no so omo pa betumi aba beka so onim ene yemra mesi factory ni wo Ghana ha because 50% e ba ha dia of besi factory ni wo ha. What's that Obroni doing? Omienuma. Forget about Obroni mpo. Ghana for businessmen could come together to also decide to invest in it. There could be cocoa drink, you know, there could be chocolate. Just add value, because this time around 50% of it you're obliged say be processing in Ghana. Assembly na AI eka. I say indirectly helpful. Local processing and a healthier, more accountable cocoa board. supports long-term demand and sector viability. AI say depa. Now, this is the overall assessment. Or say, overall assessment for farmers, mostly positive on income security and long-term welfare. In the AI say, the new cocoa board bill diabe, depa, Emma Equiafo. In the long term, no, ebe diye. It is a Annoh Dompreh ever be try deal with social media. So when we say you go ni hu ni masi. Untumi anlesti adia ba kumpo. But me anya me wanwa because Annoh Dompreh ena ba omi abo ne pa. Se wonko kukufu ho konko yesa anyama no kokko ye ni 90 no. Me enya me wanwa. Ono ane kan okko committee ba me ano kan say e pa wo bo me se me nko kuku farmers me koye no makoma ba. Ye uni ehun video no. So what do you expect from him? So that's what the neutral AI is telling us. Ghana ni bia wutie me no. Book we eye asset ba ko a e wo se wo keep e wo fie. To book we ma wo ho. To ma wo ba. To ma obi biara osumbo e wo wabrabo mu. Wadamfo obi a opese odiye wabrabo mu bia no. To sa book we your friend the Ghanaian investor. Na sa book we be show different forms of investment a obetumi aye e wo Ghana ha. Licensed investments. The first one is a emergency fund. Book we bet show send you set up emergency fund. Abrabo aye boy bibia betumi ato. If you have an emergency fund, ebeba na ba be save you. Oka betumi ase wo kwan so. Obetumi ayare, oba betumi ayare. Nini na emergency fund no ebe take control of all those situations. Book no besan so atrewa ade bia ye endowment fund. How to media protect you and your future. Na sa endowment fund no nyame mpengu ukokonya accident na untumi nye adwuma bioma it will take care of you for the rest of your life. Book no besan so atrel senya obe set up a personal pension fund. Enkrofo bebre eye adwuma wie ekọ retirement omukọ retirement we are no mo ho aba betwe mo o set up a personal pension fund. That will not be your case. Most importantly, book we bet show how to invest in the Ghana Stock Exchange. Now Ghana Stock Exchange investment, basically, it means you are buying ownership of Ghanaian companies. Now Ghana Stock Exchange, it is one of the best performing markets in the whole world. A lot of people are making money from the Ghana Stock Exchange, but they don't know how to invest in it. Book we a bet show idea. Your investment be why a friend mutual fund. Book we bet show how to invest in a mutual fund. Now mutual fund you don't need to be rich to invest in a mutual fund. I remember an example. Yan fan say wa ba fresh. Now wa per license mutual fund e wo Ghana ha say opese odi usikashim. Say o to me invest 500 cedis every single month. E wo a Ghanaian mutual fund mo. By the time I wo ba be 19 years no. Now wa done millionaire. Yan fan say o wo fa CB we did 10. Opese da chibi odiye. Every month for 500 cedis a mutual fund mu emano. By the time I wobano and I was no obedi 29 years no na oye millionaire. Wankasa wutie me we di 40. Now so wosha onye investment bia eno ane say obeye mutual fund every month for 500 cedis a shame. By the time obedi 59 years no na wenya 1 million Ghana cedis. Into mutual fund no, that is how it works. Small money every single month. By the time embre ebebano nesikano ayekese. Book we better sanya mani na. Sa ope book no ni PDF anase ni tree video a. Free. Anase WhatsApp number na ewo book ni so sisia. Na sa we Ghana ni na wa brochure. Now pay hard copy of the book a very simple call Amazon. Na search for the Ghanaian investor. Place the order. Bibia will be a best shape. Eddie Abreu. Medasi.